We gonna take a shot before the episode starts?
Yes.
Or?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Y'all probably like, this boy's crazy.
So Al, since you requested the shot, what do we shot?
We just toasting for a good time, have fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Good time, have fun.
Good
Shades
time,
only,
have fun.
Shades only podcast. Yes. My inside's like, oh my God, I feel so good.
Yeah,
What?
Same.
You were
Like,
alcoholic. Both of y'all some
My inside's like, hold me.
Hold me.
Hold me. That's so good, man.
Ain't this what they been waiting for?
Go ahead and show them the jersey.
You ready?
Go ahead and show them the jersey.
Eagles.
I hope they win. This is gonna be after work.
I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some locked up shit in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist. See my dreams unfold.
Okay, sorry. I can go on and on.
Yeah, this whole intro is like a whole minute and a half.
It is.
Niggas gonna be like,
Are y'all done?
That's good.
What's up, y'all?
hey guys.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Welcome, episode 5.
Episode 5. I lost track.
Man.
Episode 5.
And we have a extremely special guest,
Yes.
our good friend.
What's up? How y'all doing? How y'all doing out there?
You know, Al is mad cool.
Yeah.
So we kicking it with the shades
Yeah, with the
today.
shades
You
on.
know,
Shades Only podcast.
Shades
today.
only. Denim only.
Yeah.
You know, all denim is called a Canadian suit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never knew that. Never knew that. Oh, so we Canadian today?
We Canadian today.
Hey, let's get it.
I never knew that. So one time I called Joe and I think we were going somewhere and I was like, what are you wearing? She was like, oh, just a Canadian suit. I was like, the fuck is a Canadian suit? Who the fuck says that?
For
What do you
real.
wear, John?
I wear a Canadian suit. Like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
Oh, gosh.
But
Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
Anyways,
Anyways,
yeah.
Al, tell us a bit about yourself.
So, my name Al. You know, I'm from West Philly.
Yeah.
You know, I've been out here.
Were you born and raised?
Born and raised.
Yeah.
On the playground, did you spend most of your days?
You know it. But no, you know, I'm from West Philly and come from a big family. 10 of us all together.
Shit.
Yeah, and you know, and I've been out here for like what, since 2008.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, wow, you've been here for
I've
a
been
while.
out here for some time. So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm enjoying myself out here. Met y'all, met a
Yeah.
lot of other good people.
Yeah.
You know, and planning on staying. Like,
Yeah.
I'm planning on going back.
Oh, really? What brought you here?
School. So I decided to come out here for school. You know, Philly rough. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I just didn't want to be in Philly. So I decided, I was like, yo, let me come out here and try North Carolina out.
Yeah.
Shaw HBCU. So
Yeah.
wanted to show love and stay out here, and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Word. Well, we wanted to have Al on here because, I mean, our stories are different than like most of our friends, but his story has like a unique twist on it too, because even though you're from the US, like a lot of times, especially Black American and especially men, coming from like where you're from and your background and kind of your situations, a lot of things happen.
Yeah.
Which you shouldn't be in the situations you are now. Like you're currently at
So now, yeah.
and I mean, a lot of people probably are not even out there, or people that you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough. You know what I mean? It took me a long time to even get where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? So I had to just bust my ass and grind. You know what I'm saying? So, especially because I got kids. I got 2 boys, Miles and Matthew, and I love them to death. So I just want to make sure that they straight. So, and just show them like, yo, your dad worked hard, and you know what I'm saying? But also, what came into play with that is my foundation, who I had support me, like the mother of my children, you know what I'm saying, and also my parents and my siblings and my friends, you know what I'm saying. I'm able to just communicate with them and just keep focused, you know what I'm saying. So that's what helped me
Stay on track.
yeah, stay on track, because I just know like, yo, like my dad, my mom, they bust their ass, so I know the same thing. I gotta bust my ass, especially for my kids.
Do you think some of your friends that are in different situations, if they had that same foundation, they'd be somewhere else, or do you guys kind of have the same thing and just luck of the draw or whatever?
No, I mean, same thing is like, once you like, we all get dealt different cards, you know what I'm saying? It's just really how you play them.
Yeah.
You know, it's the truth. At the same time, as I'm one of them type of guys, I gotta sit back and think, you know what I'm saying? I'm a thinker, so I think all the time, you know what I'm saying? And that just helps me continue to move forward, just thinking and just trying to find ways to better myself. But it just depends on like, if you do have a foundation, you at the end of the day, you make them decisions yourself. You know what I'm saying? So no matter, it's people that's rich, you know what I'm saying, they got parents and all that stuff. But they still make bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? So I seen that. Just going to even high school, because I was the only black kid in my homeroom in high school. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, it's like, damn, you know, I just see some of them kids, you know what I'm saying, they doing well, some of them not doing so well. You know what I mean? And just depending on how you play your cards.
How did you end up as the only black kid in your homeroom?
Shoot, it's one of them schools, like it's a Catholic school. So I went out there and just was like, yo, look, let me put my best foot forward and just go. Because as soon as I went out there, I'm like, yo, I was called the shot. I said, yo, I'm the only black dude in this. You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, it's time to dip, but I'm glad I stayed, because it's like a lot of them I still talk to this day. You know what I'm saying? They show me love. It's crazy too with that, because I remember at the time I was supposed to be kicked out because at the time,
the school?
Yeah, because of the like the tuition. So tuition was real expensive. You know what I'm saying? So
it was a private school.
Yeah. Okay. So at the same time, it's like they let me go because of how, you know, it was as a person. I was cool with everybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, you know, like parent-teacher conferences, I was silly. I was a class clown. Yeah. I still got my work done, but I was a class clown. I'm like, yo, Alvin funny as hell. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope that just to see like your personality, who you are as a person, could really take you far. You know what I'm saying? So I just give respect to, you know, like my mom and my dad. You know what I'm saying? They not together and not like that. My dad got remarried to my other mom, who I love a lot too. So, you know what I'm saying? But they just looked out for me. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Judge for that. My school is called Father Judge. So
Father Judge?
Father Judge, yeah. Father Judge, that's funny as shit right there.
I was like expecting like Father Abraham, right? And then like, you know, somebody in the Bible.
Sister Mary.
Yeah,
Sister Mary, St. Catherine's.
Yeah.
Oh, happy day.
Yeah. Shut up, John. That's a little weird ass shit.
You know what I'm saying? What was that? Who was that place? What was it called?
What are you talking about?
Sister Mary Clarence.
Oh, Sister Act.
Yeah.
You said, what was that place?
Yeah, she said the place. You said, yo.
Jones had a long day.
I'm out of it.
That's why you got choke behind the shades, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shades day.
Yeah, it's very fitting, because Jones has been over it today.
Yeah.
Jones ready to quit his job, but
I almost quit my job today.
Yeah.
Bro, no, don't do that. You gotta keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Yeah.
Seriously.
But so for us, we've had several conversations with Al, and there's something that we've realized about Al. He is the most romantic, person ever on this planet.
But the crazy thing is, the way he talks about it is just like, I did this on my sleep.
It's just the wildest thing. Like,
but no, same time, you just gotta put thought into it, especially if you really care about a person. You know, put some thought into it and actually, you know, show them that you care. That's it only take a second just to really think and just do something.
Wow.
You know
I just feel like, you know what? I just feel like that's not a common thread in a lot of men.
Yeah.
At least your age. And I don't know if it's because you have sons or you've had to grow up a little bit faster or what it is.
Honestly, it was honestly, it was like, again, to go to my parents. Like my dad was always cool and smooth, and my mom, you know what I'm saying? My mom she was cool. She was like, yo, look, walk on up. My mom, she'd be like, yo, open up the I'd be like, all right, so, but that just, you know what I'm saying, that was just like, I learned that way, you know what I'm saying, so I always do that, just open up the door for my mom, or just anybody, you know what I'm saying, it's stuff like that.
Yeah, that plays a big role.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because if you didn't see that with your parents, and you had, like, if you're raised differently, do you think you'll still be the same?
Honestly, no.
Yeah, okay.
Like, they, you know, they both showed me, like, my dad's a gentleman, too, so same time I learned from him, you know what I'm saying, and just my mom, I just learned how to listen, you know what I'm saying, also my grandma, so my grandma actually taught me how to be a good listener, so when I listen, it's like, all right, cool, just...
Major key alert.
You know what I'm saying?
No facts.
Seriously, it's the truth, though, it's the truth.
Romantic tips.
Yeah.
You gotta be a good listener, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What does that look like? What does being a good listener look like? Because some people think if they're just sitting there listening to you, they're being a good listener. But you actually take it and put it into action.
I mean, same time, like, don't go in one ear and not the other. You just gotta really just, like, because listen, I'm, like, when we talk, we listen automatically. But just stay in tune with the conversation and just be like, okay, and because people, you know, sometimes people actually just want to be heard. You know what I'm saying? That's just with anything. And sometimes what people fail to realize, if they're not heard, then it's like, fuck, they go do some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you talk and you just actually engage in the conversation and see where their head at and all that other stuff, you'll be able to find something. You know what I'm saying? So,
what's the most outlandish date you've ever taken somebody on? Not outlandish, but like, you know,
because he thinks this shit is regular. This shit
No. I ain't. No, it's not like that. But I mean, same time, like I said, I put throw on there something that I never done before.
Yeah.
Also, it was like a helicopter ride. You know what I'm saying? So I was. Cool.
Wait. Did y'all hear that?
He took somebody on a helicopter
ride.
Yeah. Okay, so
and it was just like a regular Friday afternoon.
It was no big deal. We just took one and went over, you know. And I'm like, bro, niggas fight to take you to Ale House.
No, it's happened.
It's happened. Yeah. My first. Okay, hope he doesn't never watches this.
No, hope he does watch it because
my ex like made it a point to make our anniversary Valentine's Day for some reason. So I was like, first of all, your anniversary and Valentine's Day in one day, that's a lot on one thing. Yeah. So this guy, he blindfolds me and like takes me from my house. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. Because I'm also like a super like, he took me to IMAX to watch the robot movie. I don't even remember what it's called. It wasn't iRobot. It was like,
about to say that too.
It was like the white guy who was a robot. He was like a soldier. Exactly. That's how unmemorable it was. And then he took me to Ale House to eat dinner. Yeah. I came home. I walked into Winnie's room. And I was like, this nigga took me to Carolina Ale House.
Damn.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, Al doesn't believe us when we tell him. A lot of guys do not put this same effort in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to do stuff like that in order for somebody to actually, show that they care about you. Sometimes it's if you just put yourself in the situation, it's like, yo, what will make her smile? You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it is, like, make you smile. You know
a lot of people don't ask that question. They ask themselves what they think will make the other person smile.
They think, it's something that they like. Yeah. So sometimes that's what I'm saying. Also, you gotta turn the thing around and be like, hey, what do they like? You know what I'm saying? What they haven't done, or what haven't you done together? You know what I'm saying? So once you do stuff like that, is you just take time out. Or take some time out. That's all it is. Time and communication.
Do you find it hard do you need somebody to be equally as invested as you are, especially when it comes to like showing how thoughtful you are and how much you think about them or being present, or are you okay it just being you?
It's cool, for it to work both ways. Just sometimes the smallest things count more than anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's when that comes in, is like, damn, you was even thoughtful just to do this. You know what I'm saying? Even I don't even care if it's like, yo, you made lunch or dinner for me. You know what I'm saying? Or you bought me something at work or something, like, you know what I'm saying? So stuff like that, it means a lot, because like, yo, you didn't have to do that. You went out your way in order to do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You had 1,000 other things to do, but you bought me lunch. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I had it in the to-go container and stuff like that. But it's like, yo, it's dope.
You know it still meant something. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's one thing I appreciate about like my ex that was crazy. Like, he
was crazy.
Bro, they don't join you, like, yo, I got a taste.
Taste?
I had no taser. I should have. Well, I actually
some pepper spray, something.
I don't know.
Well, now I know, but actually, like, after everything that happened, I really just like got out in the right time. But like, he always like, he was like a gift giver, and like, whenever like we would have like an altercation or something, like what happened, he felt like he needed to give me gifts to like make up for it. But like the things that made me like appreciate it more, like, he always made sure that I ate. Like, and like, even like, I used to work at this like this nursing home as like a private sitter, and like, he would come, and it was in Raleigh. He'll come from like, all the way from like Durham, like every time I'm working, like, to bring me lunch. Like, did you eat? Like, like, have you eaten? Are you hungry? Like, no matter what it was, he would make it a point to come bring me food. And that was, and then he used to always cook all the time too. Like, are you hungry? Like, yeah. But and it was like that I appreciated more than when
he would buy you gifts.
Whenever he tried to buy me some Jimmy Choos or
oh snap.
But she wouldn't receive it.
Because I was trying to be, conscious of, I didn't want him to spend his drug money, and while I was telling him,
spend your drug money on.
Well, I was trying to.
Look, these feet
I was trying to get him
red bottoms.
No, but my thing was, it's like I was preaching to him like, I don't want you to keep doing this because you have so much potential to do more than what you're doing now, and I felt like a hypocrite for accepting these gifts. Like, and now hindsight is 2020. I should have
taken all of them,
all of it. But I appreciated the
thought
that went into just making sure like I was okay day to day.
The things and stuff like that, you know, you'll always remember.
Yeah.
You know something, even though he's crazy as hell, but at the same time you still remember that.
That's hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? But no, you still remember that, and then you could take that into like a new relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not
make the other person like him.
Like, you know, but at the same time it's like, yo, you know what you're able to tolerate, and also just be like, yo, like, that person really cared how I felt and how, you know, I ate and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And when you go in your new relationship, you just set the foundation of what you want. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, like, nobody had no damn type. Like, when people say they got types, every time you always get a type, they always fail. Like, that's real shit. You know what I'm saying? So
that's facts.
That's facts. Because at the same time, it's like, yo, you got all the good qualities, but still, you find out something wrong still with them. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, you know, just all those good things, just carry that on to your new relationship and just like, yo, I'm not gonna stand for this, but you know, and they'll get the hint eventually. The more you start dating and finding out who you like and stuff like that, it'll get better. Yeah.
What role do your kids play when it comes to relationships, especially?
Like, yo, look, I got 2 kids. That's it. You
Has
know
that been hard?
Yeah, it has. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, I don't deal with kids. I'm like, all right, that's cool. You know, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, I love my kids, so it don't matter. Even just with my dad, he got 10 kids. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So saying, no, I mean, no, you know what? No, honestly.
Kids.
So look, wait. So it's the thing, like, you know, it was 8. He had 8. You know, but once he got married, you know, there was 2 more added on. Yeah. And so the thing is, like, for my dad's wife to accept us, you know what I'm saying? All 8 of us. Yeah. It's like, yo, that shows what type of woman she is. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, it's like, yo, and that's when I realized, I said, yo, look, I want somebody to be like my mom and also my dad's wife, my other mom. You know what I'm saying? Because she took my dad, he got 8 kids. Like, who you know going to take, then that means she really love him. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a lot of kids.
It is a lot of kids. But I think also,
but y'all were grown.
Yeah, true.
Well, no, honestly, but we was like, I was at the time when they met, I was like at least like 12. I was like 11 or 12. Okay. So she been around for a long time. Yeah. So.
But I think it changes when people get older. I think the whole kids thing, it just comes with the territory. For us, being younger and like our peers and stuff having kids and stuff, it's like a different concept. And I think we view it differently when somebody has kids because we're still like immature and not mature yet, so don't really know how to handle that situation. Like I, for one, like if somebody tells me that they have a kid, like I'm turned off right away. Yeah. But that's because of all these stereotypes that I have built up in my head about like the person and like whatever their life is like. Like,
and it's funny. Sorry to cut you off, but it's
No,
funny.
you don't have to cut me off.
It's funny because like, you know, people like
I'm wavy.
Oh God.
You know, it's like, you know, for instance, you know, and just in this case, is like, you know, not everybody has baby mama drama. Yeah. Like, sometimes they get on my nerves, but it's not like they don't be like, yo, you in a relationship, I'm gonna mess your whole relationship.
Right.
No, like I'm about to get married, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's that's what's up, you know what I'm saying? And dude, he alright. Like he alright, you know, he love my son, so that's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna be that dude to try to block something. Right. That's not me. So you know. As long as she happy and that's what's up, man.
And your son is good.
My son good. I'm cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I feel like it's one of those things where, like you said, whenever you actually find your type, it never works out. Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like I'm coming to terms with the fact that we just have to be open to different types of people. Because every time that I have like dealt with someone who I considered my type, it's been trash. Like the experience, even if it's just one of those just lingering weird ass experiences, it's been terrible.
Oh no.
And it's only been the people that approach me and I'm in the space where
you're ready to,
I mean, there's some people I'm generally just not attracted to, and I'm not gonna force it. Yeah. But then it's those ones you kind of linger and think about, like maybe I don't know, maybe, and you try it, and you connect. Yeah. But I don't know. I like my thing with you, Al, is just from meeting you and from like hearing your background. I feel like some of the best people. Okay, no, not some of the best people, because some people can live life and still be cool. Yes. People connect, and not in terms of personality, not in terms of how you look, but in terms of experiences. like you haven't lived the same life we've lived, but
Yeah.
because you've been through a certain set of things and because you've lived a certain type of way, I feel like we connect to you.
Yeah.
Because it's not even just maturity level, but it's just you're realistic.
Yeah.
And you're honest about how where you are and what space you're in.
Yeah.
From your relationships to your job, especially to your kids. And I feel like a lot of people who have had things a little bit of smooth, they may have had like one or two things maybe go bad in life, but smooth, they just can't approach people on like a person to person level because they just feel weird about.
You know what's funny though? A lot of people really can't communicate. If you can't talk or like not even just naturally have a casual conversation with somebody, it's like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the truth though. Like it's the truth. Communication is the key for everything. I feel like that's one of the best things, and I found that out early. You know what I'm saying? Just by like having talks with my mom, my grandma, or just friends. You know, we just had basically just talk. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's hard now because like we have like social media and all of these things, like we just don't know how to communicate anymore, like in person, because we've gotten used to like even like the cliche thing, like when somebody sends you something that's funny and you like you chuckle, you like, but then you type crying face, like I'm weak.
You know what's funny though? When you do all that though, you can sit there with the straightest face. I'm like, yo, you ain't even crying. You ain't doing none of those emojis. You know what I'm saying? You just sitting there like, yo.
20 emojis, like, that's funny.
Yeah, like, because I've noticed myself sometimes if I'm responding to somebody and like they're enthusiastic about something and I respond, I was like, damn, maybe I should put an exclamation mark here to make sure that they think I'm they know that I'm excited about it. Like, and it's crazy that we have to like
shift all that.
We have to shift all that into something that we just like put into like a device and we don't feel it. Like, you know, even if we feel it, it's not like expressed like initially. It's weird. So I think like with the communication thing, like we don't know how to communicate anymore, and we have to learn how to communicate without our like devices and all the distractions that we have. When I started freelancing and I started going to networking events, I tried to make sure that Joan was with me because I needed somebody to talk to that I could relate with. There was one time I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go by myself. Yeah. And I was just talking to people and I was just like, okay, well, bye. and just not know that like they're just regular people. Like even though it's like networking, like you're still there to meet and mingle and just like get to know people on a personal level. Yeah. And I didn't know how to communicate anymore. Like,
but see, it's funny because sometimes it's like once you put in those like networking situations, it's kind of tough because at the same time it's still a wall. You know what I'm saying?
Small talk.
And the thing is, you're being yourself, but you still gotta
kind of keep
weird little you know what I'm saying? So you really not being yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
that is true, because I would say something that I would usually say to Joan and like we'll like chuckle and laugh, and then it's like whenever you say it, they'd be like confused, right? What? I'm funny.
And that's the thing. Like it was just like,
see, if I was I know you're like what?
Oh God, sorry.
No, but no, that's the truth though. Like, you know, just with network, because that's one of the things for me is like networking is pretty tough. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because you really gotta know what to talk about. You know, like yo, you know, start off with the weather.
Do not start with the
weather. But you do have to start with the weather sometimes.
Yeah, like,
you know what? You're right. Because people ask me like, "How you doing?" I'm like, "Oh my God, it's so cold outside."
and basically, boom, that's
the conversation. And y'all have literally a 5-minute conversation about the weather changing for 3 weeks.
Right? It's like it's North Carolina. Yo, you know, you're right. I would like for networking events to shift to like I think I said this in one of the episodes, like we have all these like automated responses that we have to when somebody asks us something. And like let's say like how you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm good. Like meanwhile, like or if Joan was to go out today and like to a networking event, somebody says, oh, how are you doing? Joan was like, I'm good. Meanwhile, she's had a shitty ass day. Like she doesn't want to be here. Like, and I think like if we could just shift to just being honest about how I'm like, yo,
but the thing is, you can
exactly. A lot of people don't know that, but I think that's the privilege that we get for working in creative spaces and not in corporate America, we have more freedom to do that because we are around like art and like creatives and stuff like that. And I think that's transitioning into corporate because like whenever you get to like a high corporate level, these niggas be lit too. Like,
and they be telling you everything.
Yeah, like I was saying, like Black Wall Street when we went, so it's like M&F Bank and like all these like big like high profile Black people in Durham and so it's like event, and then one of the ladies, she had like a little party kickback at her house. She had like 2 bars set up. We were taking shots. Everybody was lit. There were speeches, food, and it was exactly. And it was like, and like that can be. But I think we all have these like stereotypes about like how communication is and how we have to be and how we have to compose ourselves. And there, I mean, a lot of factors that go into that. But I think we're transitioning into a space where we can just like be ourselves. And like when we learn how to be ourselves, then we can learn how to communicate with people.
I hope so. Networking in corporate America, man, it's different. Yeah. You know, it's real different.
And I guess it's hard for us to see because we're Black females. For Black males, it's different because G says he can't really be himself like at work
because he'd be too aggressive.
Yeah,
or
he's
too threatening,
right, exactly.
Or something
and
like
that's just his tone. Like he's just I would say passionate. He's just a passionate person. But like if he was to talk to somebody that just doesn't know him or like his story, like they would feel offended or just like not understand. You know, so
yeah, I had an issue with that because when I was looking for jobs in New York, and basically you don't get the opportunity to go to networking events and stuff. So they would look at your social media. And my godmother was like, you need to delete your social media. Yeah. And she's like, it's just too pro-Black.
Oh, shit.
I was like,
well,
what? Yeah. And she was like, yeah, they're going to look at that. They're going to feel like you're an extreme. I was like, well, it's one of those things where I'm going to be working there and still be pro-Black.
Right.
So
Joan is like, how many Black people are at your job now? Out of
2.
2 out of how many?
So you was like me when I was in high school.
Yeah, I mean, when I was in high school, I was the same. I was the only person in my classes, and even though I went to like there was Black people in my school, I was like in a AP, AG honors track, and so
you was smart. It was the opposite for me.
It
was like, yo.
There's only one honors class I got into. I think I got into honor. I don't know if it was chemistry or something.
That's a good one.
That's a real good one.
I was really good in chemistry until I had to buy the textbooks, and I was like, this is shit. And I got it to the point like I'm really good in math. I got it to like calculus, but I didn't have the textbook or the money to buy it, so I bombed that class. I was like, fuck this. I'm just gonna draw something.
I'm just gonna draw something.
Oh shit.
Damn. Yeah, no, I've always been the only Black person in most of my spaces. Yeah. And that's also led to why I've had a really tough time dealing with Black Americans in the U.S. Because they've never treated me nicely because of those situations. It's always been like, oh, you think you're better, or you act white, or you do all these things.
Well, see, the thing is, I think Jay said it too. Like, what is acting white? Because I know how to talk. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, it's like, you gotta. In order to succeed in this world, for real, you be professional. So you don't have to use big words to sound intelligent. You know what I'm saying? And so,
you just have to know what you're talking about.
I don't use big words. You know what I'm saying? I just get straight to the point. That's just me.
Yeah.
But that kills me when people do say, you're acting white and stuff like that. It's like, how am I acting white?
Yeah, but I think it's also because Black people aren't really used to like change. And they're just like used to like how like everything is just kind of like set, right? Whenever somebody different comes in, it's a threat. It's different. There's no acceptance there.
Yeah, that's been like really difficult. And the thing is, I made my first official Black friend when I was like in 8th grade. And I was really excited because she was from Detroit. And so it was a total like hood Detroit. And I'm like, oh, I'm in. I'm accepted. This is great. But yeah, it's been definitely like a journey. And I'm glad though that it happened that way because at least I can see both sides. It's interesting like now as like I'm like as you're dating and you're getting to know people. Like I've met like certain Black guys that are like, you probably only date white guys, huh? Oh, like
what
for real?
Why? I said, why would you think that? And they're like, do you know the way you carry yourself? I'm pretty sure
white guys do love you though.
White guys love me, but
white guys love John. Yo, when we went to Cali, like we went out this one night. ain't gonna go into details about what
Please
happened.
don't.
But we literally walked in. This guy was like, "Oh my god, I'm so in love with you." He was like from Europe or something.
From Spain.
Yeah, he was like. He was ready to like give Joan a ring. Like he was in love with her.
Nah, bro.
It was nuts. I was like,
yeah,
oh,
but it's like I love my black man.
Yeah.
And I would like to be with a black man. Yeah. But niggas just ain't acting right. So it's like, well, you know.
Well, we're gonna give them lessons from Al, so
that's true.
On how to listen. And that's the thing.
And how not to breadcrumb somebody to death.
Oh, can you please explain
Do you know what breadcrumbing is?
No, I don't.
So you're the loaf of bread, right?
Yeah.
And let's say your girl is who eats
the
breadcrumbs?
The
duck.
Oh shit.
She's not a duck, but she's a duck.
She likes bread.
She likes bread. What you, as a guy, instead of giving her yourself the whole loaf of bread, you just get little bits and pieces, popping up whenever it's convenient, and then like dipping out, and then like popping up, or just not really committing, just kind of like
it's like, hey, I'm still here,
but I don't ever want to like really breadcrumbing to death.
Yeah.
Oh snap! Yeah, that's the first time I ever heard that. That's like, that's what Jones, you got snap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never heard that shit before.
I'm just saying, like.
Yeah.
But that's like literally just been the thing, and I don't know if it's because of our age group. But then you meet people like yourself, and we have like other people, or like Jerome, or other, but it's like y'all niggas are real people, bro.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the state where the person is.
The state? Oh, I was like, we're in North Carolina.
No. The state of the person's mind.
Yeah.
Like where they're at, like, cause you're in a space where you are like I wouldn't say you're ready to settle down, but you're not here for just like this like.
For the games.
For the games or just like dating just cause. Like you want to date for a purpose.
Yeah.
And I think the niggas that breadcrumb are the ones that don't know what the fuck they want. And they're like, okay, maybe I like her, but I don't know. I just don't want to commit because I like this person
But
too.
a lot of people do got trust issues too. Like,
well, I understand that, but say that.
Huh?
Say it.
Comes back.
Well, yeah, I'm saying let's deal with communication.
Yeah.
I'll still come back to that communication.
But also, a lot of people don't know that they have trust issues too.
That's true.
Anyways,
it's a culture. It's like 2018 kind of like just not in general. Just like now, it's like just the whole dating scene changed. It's really tough to date because it just depending on like what somebody want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like the thing is, you gotta realize you can't have your cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying? And
Facts.
That's the thing. You know, just with dating.
well, I never understood that. Said you can't have your cake and eat it too. What's the point of having cake if you can't eat it? I mean, Trey Songz said that, but he was being really shady about it. But like, if I have cake, why can't I eat it?
I mean, at the same time, you just gotta.
So let's just do this. You can't have cake and pie.
Okay.
And eat both.
Okay, great.
Pick which one you want to eat.
Great.
I guess.
I was like, fuck it. No, but that's good though. We forgot to toast.
Are our drinks gone?
Yeah, the drinks are gone.
We got all right.
Okay, well, do you have anything left in there?
No, yeah.
No, I'm going.
Okay, we can toast to my drink because I have some
a
left.
little.
I got none.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
What were you toasting to?
God, toast to great friends and good advice.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one, John.
Thanks, and God's plan.
Shaking my head.
Okay, so
Asterisk God's way.
asterisk God's plan. So in lieu of world recap, we are going to drill out a little bit on his chivalrous tactics.
What?
Chivalrous? Is that the word? Is it chivalrous?
I don't know.
Chivalrous? Yeah, like
What
chivalry.
are you talking about?
Ow! So his chivalrous.
Oh, in lieu. So instead. Okay. All right. You know it takes me a time. You know it takes me a while to get these things. I am waving.
That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that.
I ate once today.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Al.
Yeah, what's up?
So let's say you picking up your girl for a date this weekend. What's the plan?
It's depending on like the weather and all that, you know. But at the same time, it's like, yo, just
if it's rainy, what do you think?
If it's raining, it's like, all right, you know, honestly, you cook in the house. Like, you cook together in the house. You know what I'm saying? Some champagne, something.
Wow. Okay.
What would you cook?
Yeah. What would you cook?
It just depends. Like, you know, I like Alfredo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, you just told us about something you cooked recently.
That's what we're leading to.
That's what we're going to What did you make? What did you make?
Man, no.
Please explain it the way you told us.
No, it's cool. Like, let me see. One time, I know for sure. I know one time we made soup like from scratch. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty cool. It was cold out. You know what I mean?
great.
Yeah.
Ginger and all that. You know what
Okay.
I mean? It was cool.
You guys are spicing it up a little bit.
Yeah, and then
No, but what did you make recently?
You trying to downplay it?
I know one time.
No, it was just like, you know, we cooked it was lobster. It was lobster.
What kind
live
of
lobster?
live
Live lobster.
Yeah.
We steamed it.
And then what kind of drink did you guys have? What did you get?
Don P.
If y'all didn't hear that,
It's Dom Perignon,
yeah.
baby.
he went and got live.
Was it a special occasion
So
or
you
was it
got-
just...
Just because, like, I mean,
Just
no. At the same time, it's like, just it was fun.
It was just
fun.
because.
Yeah.
Okay, so live lobster. So you went and picked out. Let me get.
Yeah, I was like, yo, let me get those lobsters. And after
They're
that,
still alive when they got home.
Yeah, they was like,
Clapping.
no, because you know got the
Oh,
little
like
rubber
the
bands
little
on there.
rubber
and
bands,
stuff.
so they can't
So at the
dance.
same time, I actually heard they scream, but I ain't hear them scream. Like, yeah, I actually heard like if you steam them or whatever like that, they scream.
Oh my
That's why they
God.
tell them put them in head first, but I ain't hear them screaming nothing like that.
They scream?
I don't know how true it is. I don't know
Yeah.
how true that is, but that's what they
They
said.
probably like make. Oh, God,
They
that's
probably make
intense.
We are killing things.
Oh my God,
Nigga.
I'm like,
What you think Chick-fil-A is?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I didn't hear the chicken scream.
What do you think your goat curry is?
Facts.
Oh, and you know goats be doing all them little
The cakes and stuff.
Yo,
Yeah, facts.
goats
There was
is-
one time, like in Uganda, like when we lived in the, when we used to visit the village, we had like we would like kill our own food. So
You killed it too?
Yeah.
I didn't kill it, I watched it.
Oh,
But
snap.
like so if the guests were coming, either we'll eat like no meat, but if a guest is coming, then they get meat. So we had like chickens and stuff. So there was one time like we had guests coming and like we're like, okay, we gotta go catch the chicken and kill the chicken.
Yeah.
So like my cousin went like got the chicken. Of course the knife
Rings
is
the
like
neck.
we don't wring the neck. It just like
You just slice his head
yeah,
off.
shit.
it's just like pull it back. You pluck it.
Yeah.
You pluck it and then so you know where to cut and then you like slice it and then cut it. So
And the
she
chicken
did-
be running like really like.
well, no, you're supposed to hold it down and let it bleed out.
Oh,
Yeah.
And the struggle. Oh, God, it struggles.
That's why you got...
So something happened and like the chicken went loose. So the chicken was running around with his head cut off.
No, yeah, they can do that. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like,
Crazy
that's
shit.
why you gotta
Like,
break
how long do they like be sitting there like running around with their head?
There's
cut
a
off?
chicken who lasted like several days with its head cut
Yeah.
off.
What?
Because they kept cleaning the cavity.
Fuck.
But
Why
like
do they
that's
keep cleaning
because
it?
white people.
Okay.
But
shit.
but like you have that's why you break the neck and then
Damn.
cut it, because if you just cut it, you can cut it to the point where their nerves are still activated and it'll run around.
Well, it was
Yeah,
still
that's
activated
crazy.
and ran
Yeah,
around.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
so niggas
Wow.
was chasing
A headless chicken.
Headless chicken.
Yeah.
He didn't
Yeah,
even know
that's
where he was going.
to the
He
pot.
couldn't
That's
even
wild.
see.
Like, yeah.
He was running right to the pot.
And he was tenderizing his meat though, because
Yo,
he was like,
tenderizing his meat. Yo, okay, so my dad.
sorry for all the vegans out
Yo.
there.
Yeah. My dad used to be a veterinarian before
Yeah.
he became a pastor, and so my sister had a pet goat, and so that goat would go
Wait, talking about? She said
everywhere with her. It's going everywhere with her. The goat used to eat dinner with her, everything. And so one day, like,
Yeah.
Pet
the
goat.
goat wasn't around, and so we sat down, we eating, and we had goat for dinner.
Oh,
no!
Oh,
We had a pet goat! And she was like,
Fucking it up.
sucking the meat off the bones until
Fucking
she
it
went
up.
to look for her goat to feed it. Oh
God.
And I was like,
Who killed the
Yo.
goat?
my dad
Oh snap, yo, that's so funny.
killed the
That's-
goat, bro.
That's fucked up.
Okay, all right, sorry. So let's say the weather is good. What would you do?
Honestly, if the weather is good, get some grub and do something like fun, like go for a walk or paddle boating or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something just cool, just
Yeah.
time to talk and like, it's y'all two. It's like basically us two together. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So at the same time,
It doesn't always have to be some
No, I don't
crazy
have to be no
extravagant.
crazy stuff. At the same
Yeah.
time, just to have fun. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
you only got one life. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, you just want to do all those things and just have fun. That's what you're here to do, is have fun and really get to know somebody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it don't have to be extravagant and shit like that. It could be just watching Netflix.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
What I appreciate about your balance in helicopter rides and lobster and Dom Perignon to walk paddleboating
to walking in the park.
It's because I think a lot of guys, especially younger guys or guys, I mean, you have 2 kids, you're hustling, you're trying to make things happen, but you create a balance for yourselves or yourself. And I feel like a lot of people put themselves in this position that they cannot go past where they decided where they are, and like they can't invest time, they can't invest their money because I'm so like bogged down in this one space.
No, you just gotta make time. You know, once you make time, you know, at the same time, is honestly, so we don't have time. How you don't have time, but you're looking at your phone? You know what I'm saying? So same time is like, I'm looking at my phone. I'm busy as shit, you know, but I'm sitting there looking at
scrolling
dumbass memes.
You
know what I'm saying?
So
same time, it's like, yo, just make some time. I only take but like a second just to send a text message or something. Just something, you know what I'm saying? Something small. You know, in the world, somebody really just that busy. You know what I'm saying? All in general.
Are there situations where you just decided not to make time?
Nah. I mean, like, if you're interested in them, you just straight out interested. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, if you're not interested in them, you're just not going to.
You're not going to make the time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. But in the situations where it's like, okay, yeah, I'm interested, I'm going to make the time.
Yeah. But if you're not interested, it's like, next. That's the truth, though.
You just scroll through your phone.
No, I'm just saying.
No, you're just looking for the next content. Like, who else do I like?
No, not me. But I'm just saying, like, you know, my mid's called. But no, I'm just saying, my mom, she called and shit.
What did you call her? Your mids?
Yeah, it was a Philly time.
Oh.
Yeah, but no, I was like, she
to
called.
put our phones on airplane mode.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
That's okay.
You really are wavy.
I am.
Wavy as a mug, too.
Yeah.
Look, my joint on airplane mode now.
All right.
Okay, well, that, I mean,
It don't really
it's
matter.
the end of the episode.
It's
okay.
You realize we've been doing this for like almost like 50 minutes, right?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So how do you feel? Because I was really
good.
nervous.
I was nervous. But
Everybody
you know what I'm saying?
gets nervous. It's cool.
So when I was I was on my way here.
Yeah.
I got pulled over by the cops.
What? You were
You
speeding?
No. Oh. So the thing is, they was like, you know, they was like, you know, I seen your tags, and I was, you know, I gotta get my tags updated.
Yeah.
So
Samesies.
Look, so
Wait. How long have your tags been not updated?
we ain't gonna get all of that.
Oh, no.
Wait, look.
No, because...
It's funny though. So I was like, I got a podcast to do. So it's gonna be good. No, I'm playing. But no.
Is that what you told the cops?
No. I was like, you know, I was like, it's cool, you know, but I was just like, yo, you know, I just know I gotta get that updated. So I'm about to do that too. So.
Oh yeah, I've been out here riding dirty for like a year and a half now.
But you know, you gotta pay some it's a fine you gotta pay. Like.
You gotta pay a fine?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, they should have told me that. I would have paid the thing on time.
So you just pay it just before that joint get crazy. You know what I mean? You don't wanna...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Damn, and I gotta get my license renewed. I've been riding dirty for like a month. I'm living life on the edge.
Yeah.
I'm living life on the edge.
I wish I could tell all these stories. Did you talk to your sister?
No.
Okay,
She still doesn't know.
Okay.
I pretended I was my sister when I got pulled over because I didn't have my license or...
But no, Virginia, you gotta be careful when you travel in Virginia.
Yeah, they don't play games.
Because, you know, they got I heard it's like they got like a helicopter or something like that that fly.
Bruh, I've seen one.
No, they do. Yeah.
Like one time I was driving, I kept seeing like a flash in the sky. I thought it was like a plane.
Yeah.
And I'm looking, it's a helicopter just like hovering, taking pictures.
Like,
so you gotta be careful in Dinwiddie. They be getting
Dinwiddie County. Bruh, I think everybody I know has a ticket from Dinwiddie
I had a
County.
ticket from
They
Dinwiddie.
pull over everybody and their grandma.
No, they do.
Yo, they
Why?
do.
What? They don't have no time?
They have a lot of time.
They do, and that's the thing. They get their revenue by giving tickets. Oh my God.
Can I tell you guys a
My speeding
secret
ticket
about
was
my
$600.
lack of responsibility?
Yeah.
I got a ticket in Dinwiddie County. To this day, I've not paid it. I got it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I got a letter from Virginia saying that if I needed to renew my license, I was banned from Virginia.
What? So you gotta be extra careful. But honestly, you know what I love?
You gotta be extra careful.
I would have known this until we just got pulled over in Richmond because I asked to speed in through Richmond City and the cop was standing on the side of the road like,
Bro, whenever he saw me,
that nigga was like,
he was like running to his car, bro.
no, he ran to the car. Jones like, shit, I think like,
Yeah. You know what's funny too when you get pulled over and the cop, you be like they be out of breath. And
Yeah, they're like,
that.
do you know how fast you were
They
going?
like,
you were just in the car driving fast. You weren't running, nigga.
I Yeah.
How did we get on this conversation?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's some wild shit.
I was talking about my lack of responsibility.
Oh, yeah.
No,
But
it was
I
way
feel like it
before
was
that.
I don't know. All I know is that we talked about how
There's a lot going on.
we were talking about how romantic Al was and how chivalrous he was, and we were hoping that all of you niggas watching would listen and take a hint.
Everybody different though. You know what
No,
I'm saying? So
Al, you can't say that. You
No.
can't say that.
Everybody is. I mean, I'm not perfect.
Everybody is different.
Yeah.
But I think what's important, the key things was important from two girls saying it too, and then a guy who actually does it, is intention. It's like actively like making a point to be intentional about how you treat somebody.
But also just show that you want them. I want to earn your love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
So
show that you want them in the way
Yeah.
that they receive it.
Yeah,
It
everybody.
doesn't work.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody different because you don't want to sit there and just spoil them with gifts. It's more than just that. Like you know what I'm saying? Just time.
Yeah,
Time.
exactly. But then before time, it's also listening.
Exactly. Oh, you basically was gonna say what I was gonna say.
It's listening that leads to good communication, that leads to action.
And helicopter ride.
But no, I mean,
Helicopter
but
rides,
I'm not
lobster,
bragging. It's just
dog
like, yo,
carry
it's just
on.
cool. Man. It's cool. You know what I mean? It's just cool to do stuff like that. Cause like I never did stuff like that before neither. So like, as you get older, you up your game because it's like, yo, I'm competitive. So same time I'm like, yo, this is me and this is what
I want to be better than anybody I've experienced.
I want to be better. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, because like I'm gonna show you, it's like, yo, it's going to be there and it's only going to get better. You know what I'm saying? So that's all.
Wow, how are you gonna top yourself?
I mean, not even just top.
Well, first of all,
like,
we didn't think it was going to top the helicopter.
And then he brought up Dom Perignon and Dom Perignon and Dom Perignon. That's where it ended.
No, I mean, yeah, but no, same time is also just like, if you care about that person, you're gonna do just whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's really not just topping nothing. It's just like, yo, you just being your genuine self and just, you know what I mean? And that's all it is. That's another thing too. My uncle told me. I thought this was deep too. He was like, failed expectations make the heart sick. And if you do set expectations and they don't work out, you're like, fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm an expectation setter. That's something I've had to work on.
Yeah.
Just like in everything, every aspect of life.
I think it's good to have expectations because you know your worth and you know what you deserve.
Absolutely,
and I think it's good to have that. But I think before that, I mean, have a conversation and see if that person is capable of doing that. And then you also have to find a balance of having open-mindedness and having those expectations. And if they don't get reached, like, you know the person has the potential to get there. They just didn't know that about you. So I think it's like balance, open-mindedness, and having some expectations so you're not just over here getting shit. What was that meme that you said? Like, a lot of y'all been dating broke niggas and thinking that your love language is
Quality time. Oh God, it's true though. Like my love language is gifts.
Yeah.
And I show how I love somebody by giving them gifts. And that's a lesson that I've learned is like, you have to love people like they love you because that's how they're showing you how they need to be loved. And people think gifts is like, you need to buy me things.
Yeah.
It's just like thinking about me. Like to this day, the best gift I ever got was a shark's tooth from Hawaii.
Oh, bro.
Like a random shark's
That's
tooth
cool.
from the beach.
That's cool.
And it's because I told the guy in like a random stupid conversation, not even like anything deep.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, whenever I was in elementary school, we had a shark pit.
Yeah.
And I would never find the big shark teeth. And we were like cracking about it and moved on.
Yeah.
Months and months and months later, he
you.
brings me this shark tooth and he's like, because you never got a big one. I cried.
That's what I'm saying. But no, it's stuff like that because he listened.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So same time, even just for me, one of the best gifts I received, I received a lot of good gifts. You know what I'm saying? You know that Wells Fargo building? You know Wells Fargo downtown Raleigh?
Yeah.
So the girl I'm dating, she took me out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She took me out to the top of the Wells Fargo building. It's actually a restaurant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, that's so dope. Because I always heard about it, but I never, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, she took me there. So
Yeah. It's
I
just
thought that was
experiences.
cool. Yeah. So same time, that's what I'm saying. It worked both ways. You know what I'm saying? To do. And especially, I was like, yo, hell yeah, I'm going to think of something to do and it's going to be dope. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, put the time in and just even do that was cool. You know what I'm saying? I admire that. And I think that was cool because she didn't have to do that. You know
Exactly.
Right.
I think it's good that somebody like yourself is dating like a person who also invests equally the same amount of time because that's also a trap that like people can fall into. Like really good people. It's that they're so willing to like invest in the person, and sometimes invest in them to the point where they kind of forget about the fact that they deserve also to be invested in.
Right. I think before I was tainted, began having like trust issues with people. Like my love language was gift giving, because I would like listen to people. I like give people like these extravagant gifts, even if it's something little, and then I invested that into somebody who didn't really appreciate it, and I feel like that moment, it just kind of like I lost all my desire to think about somebody in that way, and it kind of like became like a lifestyle. So now like my love language is not like gifts is like the last thing. That's a lie.
I mean, that's just what life is. You just
why
learn.
you say that?
That's not true.
Why you say that?
I still think your love language is gift giving.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I mean, just depends. Well, no, it's probably just depending on when you find that right person. You probably do that again.
You do it again, yeah. Because as your friend, you do that for like even for me, like my birthdays. Like my ex used to hate like seeing Winnie's gifts because it'd always be like perfectly catered to the person that I was. And there's people who do those things, and those are like the gift giving people. Okay. So you're still that person. It's just because of your issues with trust, you're not willing to go there. Yeah. So now what you're willing to give somebody is quality time.
But that's like number 4.
Oh, what is it again?
It's touch. I like touching people.
That's everybody. That's either number 1 or 2 for everybody. You like to be touched because we're all sexual human beings.
It's not really sexual. It's just like even like a hand.
Hand hold. Just.
Yeah. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah.
Affectionate. Yeah, affectionate. Not wrong with
that. But I still think that's one thing you're still willing to sacrifice because it benefits you. It's immediate gratification. Okay. But gift giving is a lot of thought and it's a lot of like it's a lot of energy you put into something.
Yeah. You taking time out to actually find someone like, yo, you listen, you took the time out in order to do something for that person, make them smile.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank
you. That's the truth though. So same times like stuff like that, like when it happened to me, is like there's a lot of stuff, that was done for me now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, that's pretty dope. Like you took the time out to really do that for me. Just little stuff that I didn't even know about, like now. So I think that's cool. Yeah. Shout out to her. Shout outs to you, girl. Yeah. So.
But yeah, on today's episode of How to Be a Real Nigga with Al.
I just hope my Eagles win. That's all I want.
Take a hit, take a lesson. I hope you learned some things. Jot down notes.
Yeah.
And this has been really fun.
It has been
This
fun.
has made me feel a lot better.
No, same. Yeah. How you feel?
I feel good.
You feel
good? I actually know one time I'm gonna come on here again and like just on another topic or whatever like that.
Yes. Yeah, we're here for it.
We want to have like a big episode of like our guests and some of our friends and like cook dinner and have everybody just like sit and just talk about like one like subject because one of the people in the group chat, they're married but they were talking about having an open marriage.
I seen that too. I saw
that.
Just
not even look. Yeah.
But I mean, to each his own.
Yeah. But we wanted to have that conversation and like get like viewpoints.
And some like I don't know G personally, but he handled that one question that person was like, yo, that was crazy. Shout out to you, man. I don't know you, but that's what's up.
I could see his wheels turning in his head. He was like, I don't know how to answer.
That was.
That was tough.
I was like, yo, that's out of pocket. Like
super out of pocket.
Yeah.
Super out of pocket. But thank you guys so much for watching.
Yes.
Look out for Al again on another episode this season.
Yeah, Al, what is your social media handle? We will put it at the bottom.
Prince Alibaba 1.
Prince
Alibaba. Prince All right, to keep up for Philly, this is gonna air after the Super Bowl, but I really hope Philadelphia wins.
I hope we do. I hope we win. I hope we do.
Views. Yeah. All right. Old ways, new women, gotta keep a balance. The girl of your dreams to me is probably not a challenge.